often reference InMobi as we're all like entrepreneurs in residence here, because you get the full facilities of a corporate company, but they really do, hire people and trust the instincts of those people to then grow the business in respective disciplines. My name is Richard O'Sullivan. I've worked with InMobi now for over 10 years, based in 5 different countries, X number of different continents, and my role currently is to run the Vice President of the Global Revenue and Strategy for the Exchange business. I joined InMobi back in 2012 in the Middle East as the first person on the ground. So I think those first 5 years were very much, in a one word, it would be growth. It was constantly evolving, lots of autonomy, and growth was the primary objective that I was both wanting and seeking, and the company clearly obliged. InMobi's made up of 3 major divisions, but the exchange, is where I focus my time and effort. Where we're at right now as being traditionally known as an in-app player. And I think the biggest opportunity for us when we look at one of the biggest, if not the biggest market in the world in the US, is that like 75% of all digital media is mobile in the US, digital spends. And of mobile, 80% of those spends are actually coming from in-app. So when you look at InMobi that's coming from its core from an in-app base and moving into an omni-channel environment, then the reality is the landscape's really set for us to start to really realize our potential in that market. When you get to see the growth of the people around you and you see their passion replicated by their growth, it's very fun. It's good. And I think InMobi is one of those places that has meritocracy. In Dubai, it was literally myself and a campaign manager. And I watched that campaign manager kind of join the company as an intern and step up to eventually head up the client services division. InMobi is one of those places that the more you put in, the more you get out. That's not hours in the day, although sometimes that helps. It's more about, it's trying to find the inflection point between people's professional aspirations, their personal aspirations, and what actually makes them drive. If you enjoy your work, then it's not work. And I think there's a lot of people here that have a passion for what they do. And I think the key thing is that's what we look for, is people that have a passion for making a difference, driving growth, mobile especially, and basically driving greater change.